This video is on recognition. You need to recognize if you're gay that not everybody who's straight is against you. You need to recognize if you're black or Hispanic or brown or whatever descriptive that you want to go by, that not everybody is against you. Not every Muslim hates Christians. Not every Christian hates Muslims. Not everybody in Israel hates Palestinians. Not everybody in Palestine hates Israelis. There are people on your side who may not be on your side. There are people who are probably sticking up for your rights as a black person who are not black themselves. You need to recognize there are men sticking up for your rights as a woman to make your own goddamn decisions when it comes to health care. There are people out there in these groups that you hate so much, en masse, that have never done you wrong, and not only not done you wrong, have stood up for you, have stood next to you to defend your rights while you slander them for the color of their skin, for their gender, for the actions and opinions of others. All white people must be racist, right? Why? Why must we be? I recognize the situation that I'm in. I knew from the beginning that it was going to be an uphill fucking battle. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "I may not get there with you." Those are words to live by. A lot of people offered to help, realized what was going on, and got scared shitless. Am I mad at them? Oh yeah, because together they could have done something. They could have spoken out where it mattered. Then again, I got plenty of screenshots and texts from people who tried to get a hold of the media and tried to get a hold of the police and were outright denied. My guilt was already decided before there was any evidence to see. That's because of something called poverty. It's what most of these black people in your statistics are criminalized for. Poverty. It's illegal to be broke in America. It's illegal to be impoverished. And the more impoverished you are, the less rights you have. When it comes to fighting for our rights, a lot of people work real hard to try to make ends meet and can't. There's a lot of single mothers out there living with dudes who beat the hell out of them because they can't afford to live on their own. They can't afford to take care of their kids despite their 2 jobs. You ever work 2 full-time jobs? It's not fun and it's not fucking easy. I knew what I was going to be facing. I already knew what I was going to be facing when I had my vehicle stuck in the road in Virginia. I knew the mentality that I was dealing with. See, Brandon Jepson and I, we stopped being friends over that kind of mentality. Sam Wilkins and I stopped being friends over that kind of mentality. My father and I don't get along because of that kind of mentality. The idea that people who have less than you because they deserve it. Most of these people believe in God. They use God as their excuse. God wills it. Well, we got to hear that as a battle cry on both sides during the Crusades. Which crusade, though? Which crusade? What's so holy about that land? All the bullets and the bombs we fucking drop. What was so holy about it then? We need to recognize that by reciprocating the hate, we aren't doing a damn thing to change it. While we're too busy blaming each other because we can't get at the bastards who did it, we are creating the situations and institutions that prevent us from doing anything about it. If we can't get the Black Panthers and the KKK to work together to fight this bullshit, we're fucked. If we can't get the Crips and the Bloods together to fight this shit, then we're fucked. If we can't get men and women to work together, we're fucked. The fact is, everybody in America is afraid of the goddamn government on some fucking level. So afraid that they selectively choose to victimize others because they can't get at the son of a bitches who wronged them. People have to be afraid of the way that they react. They can't get at the son of a bitches in the government who wronged them, so they go to the bottom of the bottle. They go for them pills in the bottom of the bottle. They go for the crack. They go for the meth. They go for the heroin. Because there's not a goddamn thing they can do about it. But then again, they can. You can support black rights. You can support white rights. You can support men. You can support women. You can support we the people. Best recognized. You don't want to hear my crazy fucking rhetoric? I don't give a holy fucking goddamn. It is my First Amendment right. It is the very first amendment to the Constitution. Do you know why? Exactly and precisely because of this situation. I tried to get the cops to do their jobs. Natalie tried to get the cops to do their jobs. Me and Natalie could have talked like two adults. But 10,000 people want to get involved. Not mind their own business. Once they made it their business and played judge, jury, and fucking executioner, they became traitors to the Constitution of America. The first time Black Lives Matters turned a blind eye to these things happening to white people, they became traitors to the United States of America. The first time these white people did the same thing, these women, these men, well, it's not happening to women. so it must be all right. It's not happening to us blacks, so it must be all right. No, it's not. If you don't want white men to turn a blind eye to what's happening to you, don't turn a blind eye to it when it happens to them. Equality means equal. It doesn't mean that you get special rights for the color of your skin. Do you know why? Despite all of this racist bullshit that we've put into law to give black people special rights, do you know why there is still such a large concentration of them in the jails and prisons? In the juvenile facilities? I'll tell you why. It's called fucking poverty. Poverty is illegal. We gave Henry Ford too much power. We gave the Rockefellers too much power. We gave the American dollar too much power. Because those who hold the American dollar, well, they hold too much of it. 1% of 1% of our population has more money than every single other person in the United States combined. And you want to make it a race issue. You want to make it a religious issue. God didn't do this to you. You did it to your goddamn selves. Stop blaming God. Stop asking God for help when your neighbor is right next door. But you ain't going to ask your neighbor for help, are you? You're too afraid they're going to turn a blind eye to you just like you did to them. And that's what's wrong with America. Yeah, go shoot some more foreigners. That'll fix it.